I'm here to do the classics tag. So, number 1, an overhyped classic you didn't like. The Great Gatsby. I don't own a copy of that because I didn't like it. Favorite time period to read about. Anything between the 1950s and the 1970s, that's an era that I really appreciate when I read. Favorite fairy tale. That would be The 12 Dancing Princesses. What is the most embarrassing classic you haven't read yet? I can't say I'm really embarrassed not to have read anything, but I would like to get to Ulysses at some point. Top 5 classics you would like to read soon. Well, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, Middlemarch by George Eliot, Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, and Leo Tolstoy's War and Peace. I got about 300 pages in when I was 15 and gave up. I think now that it's been about 6 years, it's time to try again. Favorite modern book / series based on a classic. That would have to be Captain Hook by J.V. Hart. This is, as I'm sure you've guessed, a Peter Pan spin-off. It tells the story of Captain Hook, or King Jazz, or James, during his days at Eton. Favorite movie version / TV series based on a classic. That would have to be the movie version of Anne of Green Gables. Worst classic to movie adaptation. This was a tough one. I couldn't really think of anything because I don't think I've ever watched a movie adaptation of a classic book that I didn't like. So I'm going to skip this one. Favorite editions you'd like to collect more classics from? That would be the Vintage New Canadian Library. These are really colorful paperbacks that were put out in the 60s and 70s. I just really love them. I have about 20 so far, and there's a lot more to collect. There's well over 200, I believe. An underhyped classic you'd recommend to everyone. That would be a Canadian classic, Two Solitudes by Hugh MacLennan from 1945.